Hey y'all. Hello, 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 hello. Hey Instagram. Hey TikTok. Hey Nidra. Hey Christopher. Rupinda. Chris. Hello. Green-eyed girl. Hey. Hey, big deal. Such a big deal. Hey. This is Amazon. It's a tapestry. Thank you. Hey, Queen Empress. Mr. Lorenzo, how you doing? Fabershine, hello, boo. Carmelita, hey, boo. Hey, Stephanie, what up, boo? Y'all doing okay? All right, so this is going to be a trigger warning, okay? It's about children or child. We're just going to say children in general, okay? So if you know that you're not able to handle this type of reading, you might not be able to sit through this, okay? Also, you're going to see me pausing a lot, meaning I have to, make sure I keep my composure in regards to how I state things. So you're going to see me pausing a lot throughout the read or the live. Instagram, keep in mind that Instagram only gives me an hour and 30 minutes of live time until it disconnects me from the live. So when the live disconnect, I'm not going to stop the live. I have two other platforms that you can join us at, which will be TikTok or also YouTube. Okay, it's the same username. All right, the same username here. You should be following me on all my platforms, but I understand. Okay. All right. So don't forget, it's going to cut off after the hour and 30-minute mark. And then you may have, if you still want to listen to the live, you want to have to venture over to TikTok or YouTube. Okay. All right, let's get into this read. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro Scene. And today I'm reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hello, collective. How you doing? Flowers, flowers, flowers. One more time. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Yes. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to book a private reading with me or to shop in my store. All that information is in the description box below. Okay, so again, this is a trigger warning read. It do involve a child or children. We'll just say children in general. Instagram, I am not going to leave this live up on Instagram. This is more of a harder topic that I have to kind of dive deep into. And if you're wanting to hear the rest of it, you're going to have to come to YouTube. Okay, just want to make that clear. Even TikTok as well. You're going to have to come to YouTube, okay, for this type of reading. All right, so the channel message here is Karmic X used by their own karmic parent for personal gain. If you, whoever this resonates for, it's not going to resonate for everybody. Okay, keep that in mind. If you do not have connection or you're not in a communicative state with a child that you share an X with, this message is specifically for you. Okay, this message is for you. If you were an individual that went through court and may have lost your child, or your child was taken in a very unjust way in the court system, this message is for you. Okay? The karmic ex or your ex, so it could be an ex-girlfriend, an ex-husband, an ex-wife, an ex-boyfriend, but you share a child or you share children with this ex, did a lot of things to put you in a predicament or situation where you come off as very desolate or not being able to have anything, and even went as far as trying to tell people that you were some kind of an invalid. You're not an invalid, but that's just how I heard it. When I say invalid, like a person that can't cope for themselves, a person that can't take care of themselves. And if they're able to be successful in telling other people that you can't take care of yourself, now they have other people that can join forces and try to do things to get them to basically subdue you. That's what happened here. And the reason being is because it's either the karmic mother or the karmic father, however it resonates, of your ex, looked at this child as a form of a financial payment. And I'm going to go deeper into it and all that things. We're going to be on here for a very long time. And I'm going to give you guys resources and things of that nature for whoever resonates with this story. You will get the resources that I have placed down here to kind of get things, get the ball start to rolling so y'all can do what y'all need to do. Okay? I love y'all. All right. So you had a child or you had children with this person. This either karmic mother, meaning the ex, your ex's karmic mother or your ex's karmic father, okay? Knew that they always never wanted to work. They always wanted other people to depend on them. This is something that they may have said a lot when you were in there, when they were in your presence, when you were having conversations or whatever the case may be. They'll always say something to the tune of they hate to work. And they will always sing a tune of how they always need money, but the type of money that they're wanting is very extravagant, right? So this mother figure here twists things around because this mother figure or father figure were aware that their adult child or the karmic adult child would listen to them. It's like, okay, that's my mom, that's my dad. I'm going to do everything my mom say. I'm going to do everything my dad say, if that makes sense. But they knew to a limit just how, or they knew some parts of this person, just how devious or devilish or very spiteful that they could be. Even though they were aware of their karmic's mother or karmic's father behavior, they still enable it. Oh, that's my mom. You got to take her for who she is. That's my dad. You just got to take her for who he is. You know what I mean? But not putting themselves in a position to, I wouldn't say reprimand, but more so redirect or, call them out for the BS that they're doing, if that makes sense. So you have this karmic ex that you're dealing with. You may have a child or kids with this karmic ex here. You're not only having to deal with the infallacies of this karmic ex, you got to deal with their parent or parents as well too. And they did not like you at all because you were a very honest person, straightforward person, very direct person, and they could never match your directness, if that makes sense. So because they couldn't match your directness, they used their child, i.e. the ex that you were connected with, they used that person to kind of like punch their battles or to kind of fight their battles. Hopefully that makes sense. So because you are very direct, like, no, that ain't it. Yeah, that's it, whatever the case may be, they're not able to have that same type of connection towards you. It's like you really intimidate this parent, the karmic's ex-parent. You really trigger them. So they really wanted to have their way with you, but they knew that if they come towards you, you would match it. You would size it. You like, you know what I mean? Like you're not going back down and let anybody talk to you in any type of way. So they used the ex that you were dealing with. They used the ex and started to say things around them to spite you. So example, this is just an example. Let's just say, okay, let's say cooking. Let's say you are cooking oodles and noodles, spaghettis, I don't know, something, child, whatever, rice and beans or something, child. And maybe you have a specific recipe or a specific way that you make your rice and peas. But this mother figure or this father figure is around and they don't like the way you presented this mother figure or father figure, the mother figure, father figure, karmic mother figure, karmic father figure did not like how you presented the recipe. So I'll use this as an example. So I'm just now getting into the tune of Cooking with Kaya, just a slight example. And there are a lot of backlash from, certain individuals that don't like the way that she's presenting herself. You know what I mean? So they're doing everything possible to kind of like sequester her or to kind of stop her shine, which is not going to work. She's going to do really well. Go Kaya, Cooking with Kaya, go girl. But anyway. They were nitpicking. I say all that to say they were nitpicking, or they would nitpick with you because of the way you presented the rice and peas. It doesn't have enough color. It's not cooked all the way. It's not this. It's not that. If that makes sense. So they wanted to, because they knew that their karmic ex adult, or if you catch my drift, your ex, they were aware of how to push certain buttons or manipulate with certain words or certain buttons to get this person to kind of start to turn and to go against you. So you and this karmic ex, could be karmic ex or karmic ex spouse, are in a connection, right? But in the middle of the connection is the actual parent. So this is you, this is the karmic's ex, mother or father, and then this is your karmic ex. And you guys can't have a connection whatsoever because of all of the interruptions and the this and the da. Like they always got something to say, right? But they wanted to be in the middle of the connection because they wanted to make sure that you knew that they were in charge of their child. See, the thing is, you got to be really careful as to who you date, because kind of in a way you're dating the parents too. Just hear me out when I say that. Just hear me out. Not a physical date, but the type of interactions that they have with that adult person that you're dealing with at the time, it can really make or break the connection of the actual connection. So it's very important to see, make sure that the parent ain't, off they rockers, Anywho, this mother figure, I'm hearing strongly mother figure. So this mother figure here was always tough McGruff, but behind your back, and would use the ex that you were dealing with to say certain things to get this ex to go against you. Look how the way they dressing. Look at their shoes. Look at their hair. Look how they eat their food. Like they're putting all these small innuendos into the ex that you were dealing with at the time to be like, you know what? Yeah, my mom, right? Yeah, you know what? My mom don't like that. Yeah, you know what? My dad don't like that. Yeah, you know what? My dad did say this. Yeah, you know, my dad never said. You know what I mean? And they keep trying to shoo, and they keep trying to interject this person's mind with seeds of doubt when it came to you. So every time that you did it again, this is how repetition of things begin. If somebody wants another person to not like you, they have to find something that's consistent, stay consistent with it until they're successful with it. And 10 times out of 10, people use gossip, because gossip is like a fertilizer that just keeps on spreading, depending on the type of gossip it is or whatever the case may be. But gossip just keeps spreading like wildfire. And if this person don't have concrete proof in regards to the things that they're lying about, but they know for a fact that if they say that they still say these things in regards to you, the gossip is going to spread. It don't have to be true, but because it sounds true, people just gonna run with it. Well, how many people would be really, like, for real? How many people out here actually sit down and really research, bro? For real, and I'm pouting. How many people? I'm pouting right now. I'm just saying, huh? How many people take the time to sit down and research and kind of figure out to see if that thing is right or if that thing is wrong? Let's keep it a buck, man. I say all that to say, all this was in this karmic's face. And the way that this karmic is getting ready, the ex that you were dealing with, that you share a child with, the way that this person's getting ready to spin, child, they will never, ever, ever wish that they never came up against you. I promise you, by the end of this read, you're gonna understand why I said what I said from the beginning. Let's get into it, or get into it more. So the karmic parents of the ex that you were dealing with here would, again, start to whisper things into this person's mind. Hey, that person ain't good for you. Look how they do things. That ain't right, da-da-da. So every time you keep doing it, because the ex not telling you what's going on, they just getting more upset and more angry and more irate, to the point where you will have an argument over the silliest thing, the way you pick up the trash bag out the trash can. But they never verbally said anything to you. You thinking everything is okay. And that's just an example, of course. You thinking everything is okay, and that person is keep proclaiming the thing that their so-called beloved mother or beloved karmic father is saying, and they're literally just taking it as is, if that makes sense. Because my mother knows best or my father knows best in that kind of way. And in some cases, mothers and fathers that are especially karmic, they don't know best. They truly don't. But anywho, they believed everything that this karmic parent said here. Thank you. And they actually started to turn against you because they felt that they could trust the every word, the every ounce, the everything as to what this karmic parental unit was saying towards them, and they thought it was very true. So you guys were arguing, you guys were fighting, things may have gotten explosive. For some of you guys who can resonate, it may have gotten violence, etc., however it resonates, right? So now you guys are separated or you are divorced, however it resonates. But there's a child or there are children in between. So now there's custody that you're fighting over, and you're trying to do all this and you doing this. You have to go your separate way. They got to go their separate way. But here's where the mother and father is coming in. They're doing spell work, malicious things. Speaking negativity into someone is a form of spell. Yes, it is. Your voice is a spell. Your voice has a certain notch, a certain vibration, you know what I mean? Everybody sounds differently. Even though we could be from the same area, we all sound differently. But anywho, that's different. Anywho, what this mother did or father did, once they realized that you guys separated, they started to work on you. They started to work on all of your strong points, your voice, your confidence, your whatever, however, because those are the things, those are the qualities that makes you be successful at the thing that you're doing, if that makes sense. Not saying that your weakness, well, at the time you probably weren't aware of your weaknesses, meaning that you probably didn't heal your weaknesses or you weren't aware as to what your weaknesses were at the time. So when the strengths start to kind of be like pulled back or stripped away, kind of, I'll say put on the back burner. I'll kind of say put on the back burner. This person started to do things to manipulate your situation or to manipulate other people's viewpoints on you. So this is where the child custody came in. This is where you are unfit parents comes in. This is where that you are not fit to take care of this child, whatever the case may be. At the end of it all, or in the under layer of it all, this was all about money. Money that this karmic mother figure or this karmic mother father wanted to use for the personal gain. So they used you and they used your ex, karmic ex, with the child that y'all share. If that makes sense. So if the other parent has the child and you have no communication, they're going to do everything that this parent says. So if this parent say, hey, take the child to such and such, it's literally like they're going to do, you know what I mean? So which comes into the shadows of this mother figure or this father figure here. They have been doing a lot of things, not only to this child or children, but they have done this to other children before. It's a continuous thing here. And I'm going to give you key points, examples, and all that stuff, okay? Yes, Cash Mini. All right, so this karmic mother, a karmic father has a lot of things underneath their belt that they're getting ready to be exposed for. This is what the feds are watching. They're watching a karmic mother or a karmic father for health insurance fraud, food stamp fraud, identity theft of you. You don't have access to the child, but if you work with that person or if you were married to that person may have had your social, may have found your social, may have taken your social and use that information to their advantage for the sake of their mother or their father. So you may, again, this ain't gonna resonate for everybody. Just take your time with this information, okay? They may have used your name in food stamp fraud, okay? Food stamp fraud can be prosecuted at the federal level, okay? Providing false information on a SNAP application or using someone else's benefits without permission, okay? Also, what this karmic ex or karmic spouse is doing here is that they're aiding and abetting this individual who is very nasty and vile when it comes to finances, okay? Let me put this out here again. This is only resonating with the individual or individuals who are not connected with a child or children at this point. Okay, and this is the ongoing thing as to what is happening behind the scenes, and everything is going to come full circle to you once you understand what I'm stating here. Okay. So again, if you do not have connection to an actual child or children at this moment, this message is for you. If you are separated from the ex that you share a child with, this message is for you. If you had issues with the ex's mother or ex's father, this message is for you. Okay, so I want to make that very clear. Okay, so moving forward here, this mother figure or father figure is going to be known for health insurance fraud. Health insurance fraud consists of taking the child away from you and doing things to fraudulently benefit them financially or more so health-wise. So if a child is, God forbid, they're sick with something, they would exaggerate that sickness and add extra to it by doing things or implementing things within the child to make them look sicker than they truly are. Health insurance fraud. Getting more benefits and more services or more whatever the case may be. The next one is food stamp fraud. Knowing that if a child is sick, and could be depending on how sick the child is, stipulations and things of that nature, they're doing everything possible to milk the system. That's what they're doing. It's not going to resonate for everybody, and I'm not talking about everybody. I need to make that very clear. Okay, make that very, very clear. I'm not talking about everybody. Food stamp fraud. Okay, this is what your exes, either your ex-spouse, either your ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, ex-husband, but your ex's parent is doing that with your child that you can't see. That is how they're making their money. Okay. So with the food stamp fraud, like I said, this part I don't know, but I'm just speaking intuitively here. Like maybe there's a stipulation that if a child is like sicker or, you know what I mean, maybe they will receive more assistance or payments. Again, I don't know. I'm just intuitively saying that. But that could be an example. And they are using this, they are embellishing a child's health to receive more assistance from the government because they don't like to work. So they're doing the food stamp fraud and they're getting more food stamp money or whatever to, you know what I mean? The next one is identity theft. Well, how can they get that? So if they are the grandmother, but they have their son or daughter that you were seeing at the time, like your information and stuff, that's where the identity theft comes from. So your social or whatever, however, or your family dynamic did not like you either. They didn't like you and they didn't like that person for you. So it was basically on both sides. So either way, it could be from the ex that their karmic parent received your information, or it could be your actual family dynamic where they receive your karmic's ex parents receive. So however that resonates. Anywho, then we have attempted M, you know what it is, attempted pre-transition, put it that way, on for you. So that attempted pre-transition was on you because they never liked your boldness or they never liked your confidence. Like you always had something to say. If they did something wrong, you're going to say what you got to say. You may have said it to your ex how you felt because that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And they will go back and tell their parents what you said, and it will make this parent upset, and this parent feels like they can, basically it was like a big F you in your face, if that makes sense. They took this child in a very unjust way to give you like a big F you, and then turn around and milking this child or children for stable subsidized resources. I'll put it in that way, subsidized resources. That's what they're doing here. They also have a hidden pre-transition that this mother figure or father figure is hiding from the past. Because like I keep saying, if someone has done something wrong, right, for the first time, that's going to be the MO. Yeah, that's going to be their MO. Anywho, and then insurance policies as well too, okay? So there's an elder parent that'll be going to jail for a lot of things that they have done towards you, they have done towards this child, and many other things. So whoever story this is, you need to sue the flying pants out of them. For every piece of hair that they have in the middle of their front, sue them. Make sure you sue them to the fullest extent. Fullest extent. Fullest extent. Anywho, so we have aiding and abetting here. So aiding and abetting is the act of helping or encouraging someone to commit a crime. It is also known as an accomplice liability. I just put PA because I grew up in Philly, so I just put Philly as an example. Okay. So if you do this in Philly, food stamp fraud can be prosecuted at the federal level. So they're using your information. So if something goes awry, you're going to get caught up with that, which is crazy to me. You don't have access to the child. You don't know what this child is doing. You don't know what they're doing towards this child, but they're using you. They're milking you using your information. They're double milking the child. They could be triple milking their adult child, which sprinkles down to you and then the young child here. So they're getting paid like 3 ways, if that makes sense. Or they're getting paid 3 ways. Yeah, they're getting paid in 3 ways. From their child giving the information of you, the information being approved in, the subsidiaries of the resources, and then doing things towards the child to milk it even more. If that makes sense. So if hypothetically, if there's something would have went wrong, they would have blamed you for it because your name is on it. I promise you, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about, child. So, signs of aiding and abetting are having knowledge of the crime's unlawful purpose to get quick, fast money. This is an example. To get quick, fast money illegally, identity theft, and frauding the government. And this is what this family dynamic that you did not want your child or children to be around, which you have definitely have mentioned before over and over. You told your ex whatever at the time you didn't feel safe or comfortable with your child being with their parents, and they got very upset at you. They may have yelled at you, they may have screamed at you, they may have been a big mishap, however it resonates, but there was some kind of an argument there in regards to the sake of this and the sake of that, if that makes sense. So as I've mentioned, the mother figure or the father figure did a lot of things behind your back to make you look unstable. But they were doing it. They needed the help of their child, i.e. the ex that you were seeing. They needed their assistance to come together to beat you because the mother or the father don't know anything about you. Clearly, that's why they're using their child, your ex, to get information from them to do whatever it is that they try and do towards you, but they're trying to make it seem like the ex is doing it. Hopefully that makes sense. So the puppeteer or the actual master, string master is the karmic mother or the karmic father. Hopefully that makes sense. Next sign of aiding and abetting is having the intent to facilitate the crime. So in this instance, it'll be using the child for personal gain inside of their home behind closed doors. No one knows what's going on. You know what I mean? Like there's no one knows what's going on because they're going to keep this quiet. You know what I mean? Next one is having the intent of the underlying offense. An example here is meaning that they intended to do it. It was pre-planned. So they knew that y'all had a child or kids together and they wanted to separate you guys apart here. They wanted to separate you guys apart here to get that child to go with them. But they needed you to look bad. You were unfit parent. You were unfit this. You were unfit that. They would nitpick at everything that you did. They would nitpick at everything that you attempted to do for the child. You know what I mean? And it just wasn't enough. But they needed you to be and all this other crazy stuff. You know what I mean? So every time you having a conversation, well, I'm doing it by myself and you ain't da-da-da. You know what I mean? Like they want to get to rile you up. They need to rile you up, but they don't really truly understand why they were doing it. It was just based on what their parent told them to do because of the seeds that were implanted in their mind in regards to who the mother or the father wanted them to be. Hopefully that makes sense. So they wanted to get this child for money. That's what it was. but they had to get you out the picture. And they even went as far, this is why your ex-spouse or ex-lover is involved in this, they even went as far as trying to unalive you here because that parent has done this before. They're in their elder states or in their elder stage now. So 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I don't consider 50s elder. 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Excuse me, that this person could be in at this time, this elder person. And this elder person would always try to get themselves out of sticky situations so that way they don't have to take the blame for it. Not only will you be receiving the child back or the children back, they're going to be fine, because I definitely checked in my meditative state to make sure that everything was okay with that and everything is going to be fine. But when I say it's going to be a lot of different things that are going to be changed when it comes to like subsidiaries, resources and stuff, it's going to be a lot harder to receive it. And I'm just being honest. This is a future read that I'm tapping into right now. It's going to be really harder. They're going to be cracking down on it, which makes me feel bad because there are people out there that truly need the assistance. But then you have individuals of this caliber that are doing such deplorable acts just to gain money from the government. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, if you need the assistance of it, then do the assistance of it. Because I was on food stamps for like 4 or 5 years, and when I needed it, I needed it. But now that I don't need it, I don't use it anymore. If that makes sense, I used it when I needed it at the time, and I was trust me, I was very grateful for it. So I'm not kicking it down or anything, but because it's there when you need it for the right thing, you know what I mean? But for the ones that abuse it, that's where my issue comes in. You know what I mean? You're abusing things here, and you're using the collective's name to abuse a said thing that we would never ever do. If that makes sense. So this is just how much of a strong disdain that this person had for you, this mother figure or this father figure here, because of the things that they were trying to do towards you. So if you're dealing with the ex here and the ex is yapping at you and you yapping back at the ex, and the ex is, well, you this and you that, and trying to get you to be these things that you're not. They're trying to make you look foolish out here. So this is where, again, this unstable parent figure comes in. You don't do nothing for the child. You don't do this. You don't do that. You know what I mean? And you're doing everything that you know you should be doing and even more, but they don't want people to see you in that way. So that's what's happening here. Okay. So the last part, the last sign of aiding and abetting is having assisted in the commission of the crime, meaning they got something out of it, which is money. So if you may have complained to the other parents of the child, this is for who has kids that you're not connected to at this moment, okay? If you, dang, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Have assisted in the commission of the crime. They got something out of it, money. They got money out of it. This person may have had some form of an adoption, something, or an agency with kids. And there's some people out here that would take a child in their home just for a check, a monthly check. This is what this person has done as well, okay? I don't know, y'all can hear them crows. Y'all hear that? That's crows. Did y'all hear them crows? I told you, be like 20, be like 50 of them out there. All right. Yeah, so they got something out of it. They got money. So they would have some kind of like foster care set up, some kind of like maybe a temporary adoption, something, you know what I mean? My bad. Where am I? I'm in my house. Yeah, let me know, look at the comments. So that's what they did here. They got money from other people using children as a form of bait because they look at children as a form of a payment. I'm not gonna get too deep into that, and I'm not talking about the T word. I'm not talking about that. There are other types of things that other people do that I just don't feel I can speak about here. I may have to do like a Patreon for like, you know, deeper thought-provoking topics of that nature. So we'll see if I'll do a Patreon. But anywho, they're going to jail here, and that's what the feds are watching, because this ex called the feds, as I've mentioned before, that, you know, you were doing things, defrauding things, basically everything that they said about you is what they've done. So they basically kind of flip-flopped the story. Excuse me. And things are now starting to crumble, or now things are starting to get much hot or heated because they're onto this actual elder here that is doing all these things here. It's going to play out. It's really going to play out. It's going to be on the news. It's going to be in the newspapers. Like, you won't miss it. You going to come back and tell me, just give me some red velvet cake and some oracle decks. That's all I ask. That's it, boo. Yeah, look, man. Mary, you could have been married to that person. There was candle magic involved. Hidden children. Yes. They hid the child from you. They took the child from you. Bruh. This person could have been an alcoholic. You share a child or children with this person. They have a lot of mental illness. Yes. Dreams come true. Meaning you're going to be back with this child. A narcissist. That has insomnia because you figured it out. I'm telling you the tea. And I'm going to keep saying it. You know what's the messed up part about all of this? Is that people can resonate with the outlandish thing that I'm saying. It sounds crazy, don't it? It sounds like, are you serious? But there's a lot of people that can resonate with this. That is crazy. That's crazy. Something that sounds so far-fetched, but a lot of people can relate. Man, I'm going to start the Patreon. I'm going to start it for like $5 a month. I think that's reasonable. Yeah, because the type of stuff I be wanting to talk about, but I just can't, because I know my intelligent mind going to get censored. Anywho, I just studied. Anywho, I'm telling you, family, tower moment. Sudden changes. What did I just say? The child that they took from you here is with the other family, or the ex that, you know, the ex. Their family is having a tower moment. Illegal activity. I promise you, it just man, it just popped up. It just basically summed everything I just said to y'all. I broke it down and explained it, but we're gonna go deeper because I'm feeling real petty today. So we're gonna go as deep as we can. Yeah, I got time today. Let's see. It could be a Libra. So it could be a Libra elder mother or a Libra elder father. However it resonates here. However it resonates. Thank you, Spirit. That's in stuck energy, because they never thought, who's going to figure this out? You know what I mean? Who's going to figure this out? We figured it out, you know? I'm telling you, that is broke. Man, they are broke, and they gamble a lot with other people, other people's health, other people's time, other people's identity. They plunder and pillar off the backs of, like, let me go a little too deep. They use other people to gain whatever they want. I'll put it that way. Separated. And they got you to separate from the other parent, so that way the other parent can have control over you, not only your life, but their child's life as well, too. And that's backfiring here. Yeah, you were living with this person. You were living with them, an ex-boyfriend, an ex-girlfriend, an ex-wife, an ex-husband. You were living with them. Untrustworthy. That's what they did here. Yeah, so much lawsuits, child. I'm telling you. It says Steve. Man, hiding something. What are they hiding? What is Steve hiding? A frenemy. May have gotten a frenemy to get involved in this, to pay, give them money to railroad you. Because if that makes sense, if you are divorced from this person and you separated from this person, you're trying to move forward and you're trying to do a, you know, have a better life for you and that child. Damn, man, come on, spirit. Legal matters and dark energy. So they needed that frenemy. They paid that toxic frenemy here. They paid the friend here to get information on you to destroy or to throw the case of a custody battle. Bingo. That's what they did. They used your friend, or not your friend, but they used a frenemy here that at the time may have been close to you. You may have had conversations with that person because, of course, at the time you may have thought that you can trust them. And don't beat yourself up over it, please, okay? But that's what happened here. And they use that information against you here to make you look like something that you weren't in court. And that's why this child was removed in a very unjust way, because of how they painted you by a frenemy at that. A frenemy that did not like your parenting style or parenting skill. And when I say that, meaning if you had your child and their child around and they're playing and stuff like that, and the way that you may have spoke to your child or may have redirect your child if they did something wrong. You know what I mean? It's not abrasive. It's not harsh. It's very patient. It's very nurturing. You know what I mean? Like your parenting style is in that way. They didn't like that about you. This frenemy didn't. They didn't like that about you. They didn't like your parenting style very, you know, if that makes sense. So in a way, they were jealous. They were jealous. So they didn't mind working with this ex here to gain information or to give information, false information, clearly. Give it to this ex. This ex is spinning it however they spinning it. Now when you're going to court, it's all this blah, 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 blah. You were like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Those kind of double takes, because you like, wait, what's going on? You know, in that kind of way. Yeah, that's what they did, boo. That's what they did. It could be a Capricorn. That's not a divine masculine. That's irresponsible. So this will be a low vibrational Capricorn. Okay. So there will be could be a Capricorn father, could be an ex that's getting ready to be evicted and they're going to jail. They're going to jail. So this could be the father figure because it's divine masculine. It could be divine feminine, however resonates, but I'm just going by what the cards say. But eviction is jail here. They're going to jail. They're afraid they're going to jail because of health insurance fraud, food stamp fraud, identity theft, attempted pre-transition, hidden previous pre-transitions, and insurance policies after that person pre-transitions. So this is why they're afraid. So there is a karmic ex Capricorn masculine here that is afraid. But take it how it resonates, okay? We have toxic family here. Yeah, that is a part of a toxic family. This mother figure or father figure may have schizophrenia of some kind, okay? They took your information to defraud the government. That's what they did. to take advantage of the resources here, because this mother figure or father figure was always in some kind of financial ruin, because they love to live on, they love to live more than they could afford. So they're willing to hurt anyone or take things from other people, including people's children, which is crazy, to capitalize off of not wanting to work. And this is, ooh, cheater. You see, cheater? Yeah, this is crazy. Jealous is here. Jealous is here. The mother figure, father figure was jealous of you because they just knew that if you were around this child would be on the up and up. You know what I mean? Like you're the better parent for this child, you know? But with the financial failure and the cheater here, this mother figure, father figure push your ex to do some really crazy stuff towards you here. They really did. They really did. And they're so heartbroken by that. Their mother or father figure pushed to do this towards you because they wanted the child for money. I'm telling you, they lied. They lied in court, unable to express emotions. They wanted you to have an outburst in court here intuitively for the things that they were saying about you to not be true. Man, hidden agenda. Hidden agenda. This is going to backfire. You could sue the courts. You could probably sue the hospital, the health insurance. Man, golly. Oh, man. I just see laws changing in regards to all of this. When this comes out, comes out for whoever story this is, child. Yeah, the way that they gonna be tightening up stuff, man. Watch. They are so stressed out. So stressed out. They wanted you to be confused. They wanted you to be confused. But you can't confuse a parent that's connected to their child. I don't care how far you are away from this child. You can't confuse, let's say, a mother's love or a father's love for a child. If that makes sense, you just can't. No matter if they're flying in the moon or they're all the way in Timbuktu, you're going to always have that connection to that child if you truly love that child. If that makes sense. So because you have that big heart and you truly love this child or these children, you know, beyond measures, you know what I mean? No one can disconnect you. If that makes sense, you may be physically disconnected, but emotionally you're not disconnected. If that makes sense. So anywho, they wanted you to be confused. And there's nothing to be confused about, but this is what's happening here. They even tried to, they even tried to get you domestically, you know, caught up so they can pre-transition you out. They could have tried to set you up. They may have put you in a domestic violence situation where you may almost have pre-transitioned to keep access to a child for money. That's all this is for. Your child, your children, however it resonates. That's what they're doing. High Priestess, hey y'all. High Priestess knows, boo. I'm telling you. Tell me what else. Okay, we also have Scorpio, a miscarriage. So take that how that resonates. You may have had a miscarriage. They may have wanted you to have a miscarriage. However it resonates, you may have had a tough pregnancy where you may have almost miscarriage or you may have miscarriage. So however that resonates, you could be a Scorpio or it may have happened in Scorpio season. May have happened, your ex could have been a Scorpio, however it resonates, okay? But Twin Flame is here. They were responsible for that. Yeah, they were responsible for that. They thought you were going to pass. You may have had a very tough birth or very tough, miscarriage. They did that on purpose. Yeah. card's coming out like butter, boo. It's coming out like butter. Witchcraft and shocking message. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Psychic, Aquarius. You could be an Aquarius. You could be a psychic. They may have went to a psychic that's an Aquarius. However that resonates. So they went to so either you're an Aquarius that's a psychic, or they went to an Aquarius that was psychic that did witchcraft, or you may know an Aquarius that's a psychic. However it resonates. That's the shocking message here. The Aquarius could have been the friend, the frenemy. Okay. So the frenemy, because I think that was the first zodiac sign that came up. It was Capricorn and then Aquarius. So it could be Capricorn, Scorpio, Aquarius. But however it resonates. That frenemy could be any of those signs, and that's what they did. They gave the information to the ex-twin flame to use against you to make you look bad in court. Yeah, they're weak. Yep. That's what they did. This is involved. I'm not going to say it, but this was involved. So, you know, a child may have went through that while they're in their care. They're going to have to pay for that. Yeah, karmic. Your ex is a karmic. Your ex may have did this to their own child. A Leo. So however that resonates. Could be a Leo child. I'm not getting this. I can't. I'm getting out that energy. That's going too dark. I'm not even in this. I gotta remember I'm on social media and I can't go too dark. I can't. And for me, for my own sake of mine, I need to. No, I know when enough is enough. Give me a second. Let me get some. I need a. Yeah, we got Page of Pentacles. Things are changing. Or a new opportunity is arriving. Yeah, confess. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, wow. So this ex may come back and try to confess as to what they've done. Oh, God. This ex is going to come back towards you. They're trying to have a conversation, or they're wanting to come back to have a conversation or a potential conversation, because a page is a child and it's Page of Pentacles. So this has a lot to do with the payments of a child. They're extorting a child for payments, for health payments, or some kind of ailment or illness that doesn't exist, or they're embellishing on this child's health. So this child could be the child that you may have struggled with pregnancy, if that makes sense. However it resonates. You may have had a really harsh pregnancy with one child, or this child, however it resonates. Page of Pentacles, pages are young, a beginner, child. Pentacles is money, earth sign. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, child. Bad news, Page of Cups is in reverse. Page again, Cups is emotions, water, so they're going to be very cry, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. And then with the Seven of Swords here in reverse, they're caught red-handed because, you know, you're going to be the one that's speaking out in regards to what they've done here. But that's the confession that they're going to try to come back towards to you in regards to what they have done to this, to your child. Yeah, Ten of Cups, but this child is going to be reunited with you. Y'all got to give me a moment. I may just kind of like, just, okay. No, it's harsh, but and this child's gonna be reunited with you, and they're gonna make a complete 180, 360, like nothing ever happened. Everything's gonna be fine. Health-wise is gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be fine. Like full 1,000,000% recovery. Like everything is gonna be fine. Capricorn came out again. So they not only, this is sick, took the child away from you unjustly, lied about you in court to take the child away from you to put them in an abusive state, physical and other things that I won't say, but you can pick up what was put down. And getting paid through the government for lying about a child's health. Like they're like, all I keep hearing, they're lying. Like I'm hearing a loud, they're lying like that. Very, very passionate. They're lying. And they are. They don't even realize what they did, child. The type, man. I'm hearing horrific, and I don't even. Give me a second. Give me a second. Letting go. 3 of Swords. Yeah. Healing from trauma. Overcoming. Forgiveness. Letting go. We got the Empress in reverse and Ace of Swords. So this child is very clingy. Empress in reverse. 3 of Swords. This child is going to heal. Ace of Swords breakthrough. They took the child to abuse the child. Financially, physically, mentally, just everything. That just doesn't make sense. When the child was with you and the child was in the best care of you, it's just the level of just deceitfulness and vileness that one would do to gain financially is crazy. Instagram, I have a minute and 24 seconds is getting ready to cut off. So make sure you're on TikTok or YouTube, okay? It's getting ready to disconnect from me, okay? They only give me an hour and 30 minutes, and I'm gonna keep moving forward, okay? So make sure you're on TikTok and make sure you're on YouTube. All right, it's getting ready to cut off. All right, make sure you follow me on my other social media channels. Let's see what's going on. It's the Afro Zen, okay? Yeah, there was a lot of spell work involved here. But the thing is, I'll put it this way, they were putting this child in a vulnerable state, and then they were blaming you for it. I mean, baby. They were blaming you for it. This is crazy. They use your identity. They put you down in fraudulent things that you, man, and then went ahead and doing vulnerable things to a child and then turn around and blaming not only the child, blaming, like telling other people that you did it. Man. Whew. Magician. Judgment. It was in reverse. They ignored the warnings. They ignored the signs. They didn't care. They were just celebrating because they was getting paid monthly, whatever. Food stamp, whatever, however. They didn't care. But it became very burdensome. Yeah, that's the truth. A mother figure did it. The moon. Moon is mother and daughter. Yeah, did it for 9 of Cups, for money. Yeah, they did it for money. I'm telling you. 3 of Cups, and they were celebrating. They did a collaborative effort here. Your ex took the child away from you to put the child in a very vulnerable, compromised position here to basically siphon or take away from them, i.e. taking, doing fraudulent things, governmental services, things of that nature. That's what they're doing. And they're going to try to block it, or they're going to try to hide. But how are they going to hide it when they're the one that's doing it? You don't even have access to the child. They're using your information to get ahead. Twice. I'm telling you, 9 of Pentacles. They're making a lot off of this. That's a federal offense. The Tower is here with the death card. The child is fine. You're going to get the child back. So don't fret about that. You're going to get the child back. That ain't no issue. The issue is they can't handle what's getting ready to be happening to them. And the feds are involved in this. It's going to be a big case. Big case. A huge case for the feds. Huge. And feds, I said I want my red velvet cake and I want my oracle deck. I said what I said, feds. Yes, I did. If you don't ask, you ain't going to get, right? Death and the Tower. Because of the greediness, the licorishness. I say licorice. Licorice means greedy. The licorishness of this mother figure or father figure is the reason why they're in this predicament here. And this child will be removed from the home. Yeah. They're burnt out by keeping this a secret in regards to what they've done. I'm telling you, it was your lover took the child away from you to appease the parent, to get the parent financially sound, but using government resources. That's what they did. I should go to school for a lawyer too, for real. I'm telling you, look, the Wheel of Fortune and Justice. Yeah, I'm telling you. Financial collapse. 10 of Cups is in reverse. They can no longer do this. They're scared out their mind. A doctor and a detective. A doctor detective. A doctor, psychic, lawyer, detective. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, let's see. What else, Spirit? Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. They have to pay you out. They do. All the entities or whatever city you're from, 5 of Wands, everybody gonna be fighting. How you let that slip? I mean, big companies gonna be talking about this. It's like a catalyst. I'm hearing starring January. So this could be playing out in January. I'm hearing the 4th or the 5th. That's what I hear. I will be like, oh my God, if that come out exactly that day, I'm going to be like, oh my God, but I heard January 4th or 5th. That's what I heard. So I'm just going with what I heard. That's what I heard. That's what my spirit told me. That's what my spirit told me. We'll see. That'd be great, but Yeah, lots of companies gonna be arguing, fighting. Health companies gonna be arguing and fighting. Yeah, it's a lot of slip ups. There was a doctor involved, a nurse, could be a nurse practitioner. They were involved in this. They were cooking things, they were doctoring things, they were putting incorrect information to get things approved for the state or by the state, but they were using your name. Crazy. They were using your child and using your name to not only defraud you, defraud the government and defraud the child. That's crazy. This nurse practitioner will lose their license. Man, it's gonna be a lot of changes surrounding assistance, or I'll say assisted resources. It's gonna be a lot of changes around it. I don't think people are ready for that. Five of Swords. All because of what this ex that you were with, what they did. Yeah, the doctor lied. They did. And it could be a doctor or a nurse that's on the organizational side of things. So for instance, there are actual like nurses that will do more administrative versus the actual being on the floor and taking care of a patient. So it could be a doctor or a nurse in that way, where they're more focused on the organizational parts of the organization. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Money. How do they have all these people behind them? Money talks, don't it? Yeah, Fool. It don't look good for your ex here. They're very afraid. They don't know what to do because the light is on. This child will be back to health, or is being nursed back to health, however it resonates, but you're going to feel betrayed by it, like really bad. Like, why would you're going to feel really bad about it, but you're going to heal from it. This person is stuck in their mind. They're stuck in fear. They're afraid of you. Vision. They're afraid of your visions, or they're afraid of what you say, because what you say comes true, or what you say is true, because you're truthful. You are the truth, you know. But you'll never, ever, I'll put it in this way, you'll never forgive that person. It's a hard, I don't know, I can't explain it. The child is back with you, or will be back with you, but it's like they won't even remember it. They won't have any issues growing up. They won't have any like social issues. They won't have anything wrong with them. They won't. Everything is just going to be like, you don't remember that? No. And just leave it. If you can, just leave it. Like, don't dig it up or anything. But it's really nothing to dig out because they truly don't remember it. Yeah, it's like a loss. It won't exist. After all is said and done, it just won't exist for this child. It would never exist. It would never trigger them. It would never exist for them. So however that resonates. Yeah, the power. So it could be like power of love, you know. But the ex that you left and you were trying to make a better life for your child or children here, they did not want that to happen, because if you go away, they can't use the child for, you know, the food stamps and whatever health things or whatever the case may be. So if you're not around, they can use this child as such, so they can continue milking the system and just throw you to the wayside. But they can't just throw you to the wayside because you're a very strong person. You do what you're supposed to do and then more, you know. So they had to prove that you were like an invalid, or they had to prove that you weren't who you say you were, you know what I mean? So people can look at you in a very like, oh, wow, that's crazy. Or why would you do that? Da, da, da. Like they're telling people that you abuse a child and you didn't do no such thing here. You don't have access to the child. They won't even let you talk to the child. Even the things that they said in court is not even true. Look at them. You chilling. You not bugging out. You ain't yelling. You ain't screaming. And even though this is a very heavy topic, like I had to really, I'm chill. It's not gonna resonate for everybody, okay? So, and I've mentioned that many times. I said it's a collective read. It's not gonna resonate for everybody. So, but anywho, yeah, shock that you found out what they're doing to to a child for money. Yeah, see, this is my funeral dress, not of the child though, not of the child, of this. I don't even know if I could say that, but they're in so much trouble. They're in so much, the guilt is eating them alive. The ex that you separate from, the ex that took the child away from you in an unjust way, they are suffering in their mind for what they did or what they allowed to happen to a child for money. For governmental money. Subsidies. Very, 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 and I'm not talking about everybody, so please get off my back. I'm speaking about specifically for these karmic individuals that just want to just milk and just take and don't know when enough is enough. Okay, I got a little assistance. Let me start doing things for myself, even though the assistance is there. Let me move forward. Let me progress. All right, the assistance was good. Let me come off of it and let me go keep on moving with life. Thank it and move on. No, they want to keep staying with it. And just staying with it and milking it and doing all that they can with it at the expense of the health of a child. That's where my issue is. At the expense of the health of a child. That's what they're doing. That's my issue. That's my beef. They don't care about you. They don't care about the health of the child, clearly. They don't care about nothing. They just want the money, but the subsidiary money. They think they can run on that forever. So if you're not in the picture and this child is not with you, they're putting up roadblocks so you can't get next to this child so they can do whatever it is that they want with this child. They thought that this child was going to, sad to say, and I have to say, and I'm so sorry, they thought this child was going to pass. So something's blocking me into not saying what they did, and I'm glad that it is, because the way how I would just be like, baby, well, give me a second. Just give me a second. Okay, so that's going to be spread. It's going to be spread out. Or news are going to be spread like wildfire when they talk about what happened. I just keep hearing for money. That's all I keep hearing. Yeah, they're scared. They're very afraid. We have pawns in reverse with the soul upright. So it's like they couldn't taint this child's soul, or they couldn't break the soul, if that makes sense. This child is very strong, just like you. Very strong, just like you. If you think okay, my spirit say don't say that, but just know the child's gonna be 100% healthy. Everything is going to be fine. There's no signs of like scarring, no signs of, when I say scarring, emotional scarring, like no signs of that. Just 100% turnaround. Okay. Good. Oh, okay, yeah, so we do have a death here, not the child though. It's not the child. It's the other parent. The lone wolf with the endurance here. Everybody jumped ship. Everybody rebelled against the parents because the parent that took the child away from you told other people that you ain't this and you ain't that. And they're clearly seeing that you're not anything, not even 0% as to what they were saying about you. You know what I mean? In a different way. It's not registering for the people that are seeing you and things of that nature. So this ex is now the lone wolf. The mother or the father is elderly. They're older. They're depending on this person. What should we do? What should we do? I don't know what to do. Oh my God. They're franting out. They're, you know what I mean? They don't know what to do. So they're freaking out here. Then I had a cat. I just had the cat. Where the cat at? Didn't I? They are afraid that things are spreading like wildfire because they're in trouble. They know just how much trouble they're in. So people are now learning about just how evil that this person is that went against you for the sake of a child. People are rebelling. Rebelling to the point that this person is going to be by themselves. And they're going to feel like their life is moving at a very warped or very fast speed. And it's going to put them here. Why is it going to put them here? Because humanity is in reverse. Humanity ain't gonna be, they won't be able to face humanity, or they wouldn't be able to. Humanity is the world. Humanity is any person that will be considered a human, if that makes sense. People wouldn't be able to stomach what's getting ready to come out. That's the tea. That's the tea. Community. Yep. Community. The community knows, are unaware. Yeah, I'm telling you, Moon. Yep. Moon is being revealed. Moon is family, 4th house. Moon is kids. No, let me take that back. Where is my astrology? Let me see my astrology. But I think Moon is... Hold on, let me see Moon. It's Moon, kids, children. Yeah, okay, childbirth, childhood, early childhood environments, female childbearing organs, employment and connection with children. So that's the Moon. Okay. So it has a lot to do with the child early. So it has a lot to do with your child's early environments or earlier environments. So this child may have been taken away at young or younger, and that's when it happened, or that's where it began. What happened? What's going on? I don't think Selena was being rude. She wasn't being rude. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, let's see. Yeah, diviner. You're learning about it. Or you getting messages from spirit? You could have been asking for messages from spirit. Here's your message. You could have been praying really hard for a new update, a new message. This was it, because I'm hearing just give it to me, just tell me how it is, tell me like it is. So somebody wanted to know exactly what it is, how it is, and that's what it is. Yeah, so clergy is in reverse, and in this instance here, they may be going back to church, or someone that could be in the cloth here to get them to kind of like, I guess, pray the karma away, I guess. But it was in reverse. It's like, how can you, it's like you intentionally did what you did for money, and now you're trying to get redemption for what you did to an innocent child. You know what I mean? Like, you took the innocent child away from the other parent that was, you know what I mean, that was very well equipped to take care of the child, the children, if that makes sense, you know, which is you, collective. So very odd, but Knight and Magician is here. Okay, protection is very strong. Or you've been working on your protection is very strong. Somebody that's a civil servant is going to be coming towards you. Could be a police officer. It could be a child protective service person. But I heard like, wow, okay. I'm hearing like somebody big. So COO or CEO or vice president, somebody big from protective services is going to be approaching you about this child. Real big. Bookmark this. This is a future read. Things are going to be shifting or changing with blacksmith. It's going to be, yep, it's going to be a lot of laws, different laws. Writer. I keep hearing horrific. Yeah, young. But the young child is a ninja. Every time they try to do something, they get back better. So it could be something, it could be, how can I put that? You may have went through it when you were young, and they tried to continue the cycle with your child. So this may hit home. That's why the child is going to get back to 100% because you went through it, you experienced it, you understand it, you know how to fix, you know, if that makes sense, you know how to heal it. So the child's going to be healed, you know? Love. Yeah, I just said it. I just said it. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? No, no, that's not me. This is my only channel on here, the Afro Zen. And I'm the only one that goes live. They never go live. And I will never be in anybody's inbox, ask, well, can I read you? No, I promote my stuff. I have a website. Always go through my website. Always go through my way. I have 2 websites. So, yeah, karma, message of warning. But it was in reverse. There's no more message of warning. This other person, yeah, mirror effect. People are going to see them for what it is. I'm telling you, education. People are going to learn. People are going to be aware. Free message. Free message is the TV, the world, if that makes sense, newspapers, podcasts, etc., etc. Yeah, It's going to be all over for free, if that makes sense. Yeah, burden of tears, message to pass on. Duality, but you're going to be a reunion. Yeah. Help, communication, source. This child has been asking for help. Communication with source and received it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That child is a great... Your child is something else in a great way, of course, I say. Manifesting the mantras is on point. Is on point. Even though they went through what they went through, they're going to be able to... Oh, man. People are so gruesome, man. People are so gruesome. What? Who is you wish? Who was that? Oh, okay. All right, what else, Spirit? Yeah, we got lawyering up. Dirty money. Yep. Somebody from CPS, CEO, COO. Somebody of a high caliber is coming towards you in regards to this case, because you may have been making a lot of reports to CPS. Lots of them, and they keep going unheard or they keep going unanswered. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of changes, and this is a future read. There's going to be a lot of changes surrounding the safety of children. Yes, there will be. Yep. A lot of positive changes surrounding children. And it's going to work really well. Like, really well. It's going to work really well. All right, what else, Spirit? Low vibration, lawlessness. So the person that was very low vibrational in lawlessness is going to be here. Because people are not going to be able to overlook what they've done. They're going to... abandon ship. Perfect card. They're going to abandon ship. They're going to leave, man. Okay, they're going to leave the child behind. And they just going to get up one out of here. Obstacles. Okay. You're disgusting people. Yeah, they're very irresponsible. This ex is drinking a lot. Thank you, Spirit. They're in too deep. They're deathly afraid of you because you're an eavesdropper in the spirits. Is that eavesdrop? Yeah, you're an eavesdropper in the spirits. Or you could be known as the eavesdropper. People could be calling you the eavesdropper. You're the spirit eavesdropper, I'm hearing. The way that you speak truth is so bone crushing. That's a thing. It's so bone crushing, sometimes soul crushing, the way you speak truth. It's in a way, or it's in a stance where when you speak it, people turn and they listen. However that resonates for, resonates for. And the way that you can just pick up in the spirits, and it just delicately just bing, just lay right in your lap. So deep that there's shits in their pants, and I'm not even joking. I'm so serious. That's how afraid they are. I'm not even laughing. They are so afraid, so deathly afraid that they're shitting their pants. And I mean that. They don't want to face you. They don't. They don't want to face you for what they've done to this child. They don't want to face you for what they have done to you. They don't want to face you in regards to the gossip that they spread about you. They don't want to face you because you were not supposed to be here living. They don't want to face you. They can't face you. It's either they don't or they can't. Either way, they just can't get nowhere near you. The truth that you speak makes people's spine shiver. It's so directly accurate in regards to what you speak or what you say. Hey, Nidra. And because you're known as the spiritual eavesdropper, when it comes to your child, I mean, absolutely, shoot. My child could be right here, laying, you know what I mean, laying right next to me, and my sonar is still on. My sonars will never, ever come off of my children, ever. Ever, 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 ever. It will never, ever. I don't care if they at the movies with a friend. What's going on? You know, no. My sonar is going to always be on. I don't play about my kids. I don't play about my kids. I don't. So we have okay, yeah, that makes sense. We have underlying health issues. Not the child, okay? Smoke and mirrors and disconnected. So this is the other parent that took the child from you. They have underlying health issues that they're using as smoke and mirrors, and they're disconnected. Could be disconnected from you. Could be disconnected from everyone. Could be disconnected from the world. I just keep hearing the CEO of DHS or CPS. That's very strong. Very, very, very strong. That keeps coming out very strong. Very strong. Like they're going to call you, or you're going to have a meeting with them, or something like real important, like really serious, really, really, really important. Yeah, emotional intelligence. Yep. You may be offered a job or a position in the shadows, family issues. You could be wanting to work in family issues. You could be wanting to work in a judicial system. It could be surrounding family. I feel that's what this CEO is coming towards you for. No cap, that's the truth. So they may want you to work for them. Yeah, they don't want to cut ties with you. That makes sense. So you've been making a lot of reports to DHS CPS, and you weren't at the time getting the attention or, getting the help that you need to rectify this issue. And I feel like once everything is out in the open, of course, there's a lot of responsibility that's on their shoulders because there were many reports and they just completely went over the reports. They ignored it. They ignored it. One was paid, or there was it was a manager that was paid there. There's a lot of loopholes everything's gonna be falling out, milking it dry. There was a manager or supervisor that was paid. to keep your case hidden or quiet or whatever, however. So you know how sometimes, let's say for instance, they may have like certain codes that you use at work, but only certain people be aware of the type of code it's for, like that. But your case, because your case was paid. They paid into it. I heard keep going. I told you we are gonna be here for a while. I'm sorry, y'all, but hey. Yeah. Locked up. Yeah. Your case or your file was very closely locked or locked up because it was being paid. There could be a lot of false things in there as well too. That kind of there's a lot of discrepancies, a lot of discrepancies, a lot of red tape. Damn. It says tampering. I just said it. Oh, man. They try to hide it. Even try to get you a criminal record. It's in reverse. They try to get you a criminal record. Is it in reverse though? Or you beat a case full of air. They're full of air. Meaning like they're so angry, they're puffed up. You know what I mean? Yeah, they have, oh man, they had people they were paying. They knew people. And they had people paying. Yep. They were blocking your success, or they were blocking your connection to this child. Because if you were to have a connection with the child would tell you what's going on, everything. They didn't want you to have no conversation with this child. I heard keep going. Ooh, man, when the cards be carding. Accusatory. Blaming you for the reason why you're not in the child's life, the things you didn't do for the child, and don't, well, for just the word, not the depiction of the word, just the word. They'd snatched the child from you unjustly, lied, paid people to lie to get them to go against you so they can take the child to abuse the child. And the people that worked for these individuals that got paid, they didn't know just how deep it went, but they're still responsible for it because they took dirty money. And I promise you, dirty money gonna come out. Okay, I'll take that. Caught in the act. I'll take it. They're caught in the act. Yeah, even a private investigator is involved in this. There's a lot of people that's watching that's involved. I'm so sure about that. So sure. There's a private investigator watching. There's a CEO or COO or something like that that's watching. There's a detective that's watching. It's big. It's big. And you're going to be so exonerated, child. Baby. When I say you don't have nothing to worry about. Man, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Not you, this Charlotte, this children have nothing to worry about, child. I'm telling you. In so many different ways. There was intimacy involved in this. with some of the workers. So there were officials that were involved in this, that were working a part of this. So your ex knew people or were connected to people, or however they were connected. I'm hearing the gym. So your ex may have liked the gym or may have frequented the gym. And if you go to the gym, there are many different walks of careers inside of a gym. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is where this ex may have met these connections and grew these connections. And as a narcissist, this could be for masculine or feminine, however it resonates. They're going to always speak the worst of you to a stranger to get that person to look at you in a certain way. So when they're talking all this foolishness and this hoopla to these strangers, let's say, i.e., they met a paralegal in the gym. Oh yeah, my ex doing this, my ex da da da, and the paralegal like, what? Oh my God, just do this and da 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 and da da da. You know, now they're twisting everything. Now they're creating all of these different types of egregious reports here. And now you like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You in custody battles from sun up to sundown. They're doing that on purpose to take the child away from you so they can abuse the child and get paid for the abused of the child. Sick. Very sick. Very sick. Very sick. They already had set up something for you to be pre-transitioned out, because they knew just if you just knew an inkling of something, I wouldn't say you'll run with it, but you would ensure to keep moving forward to see if everything checks out, if that makes sense. Like when somebody tell you, hey, it's blue outside, you know, and then you don't feel it's blue outside, like you go and you check and make sure for yourself. You research yourself, you know what I mean? So knowledge is your friend. Knowledge is your best friend. You're always learning something or doing something new. We have emo here. Emotional drama queen or king falls for attention or fakes for attention, makes a big deal out of nothing. Wanted you out of here so that way you could not be stable. You are a stable person, but they wanted you out of there so that way you couldn't be stable for the child. And this parent here is not going to be able to handle anything that's coming their way. That's why they're going to, you know, do their thing. Oh, okay, I'll do that. Clean house. They're going to clean their own house, if that makes sense. The house of self. They're going to clean the house of self, if that makes sense. Yeah, balance is up here. They have no one to blame but themselves. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who is Kurt? Who you rebuking, boo? Yeah, grief. They're going through grief. Because they know what they were doing was very purposeful. Meaning they did it on purpose. They're going to have, man. It's not going to end well. Yeah, judgment. Judgment and freedom. It's not going to end well. For them. For you, yeah. For them, mm-mm. Mm. Like this ex want to come back and confess what happened, but they're still going to lie about it. Which, as calm as I am, just as calm as I am, but it doesn't make sense. They're wanting to come towards you to have a conversation, but to embellish on the conversation that they want to have with you. So they're trying to add insult to injury. What? That just wouldn't sit well. Like, I feel like they just want you to kind of blow up at them and do something towards them. Stay out of that. This person ain't wrapped too tight, child. That makes sense. They're trying to come back towards you to kind of provoke you or entice you to get you to be angry at them and to don't you dare. So that way they, man, this motherfucker is sick and twisted. Whew. Dang, that's why Spirit's like, you ain't going nowhere today. You got stuff to do on loud. I'm like, dang, I'm gonna be be on here for some time because what else, Spirit? And then Mercury retrograde is ending, so not everything is direct. Remember, Mercury retrograde is when you're in a standstill, you're reviewing things from the past because that comes up. And this person from the past keeps coming up. They wanted to have a conversation with you about this child or what is happening to this child. That's why they wanted to come back. They want a truce with you. They don't want you to press charges. They don't want you to, like they feel like that you guys can work it out behind the scenes, behind everything, and don't have to make a big thing about it. You need to make a damn big deal about this. You need to scream at the mountaintops about this. You need to get you 2, 3, 4 megaphones, microphones. You need the whole shebang, shabada, and speak to the hills, to the skies about this. This person is trying to downplay what they have done towards this child so that way they can get out of their judgment. Again, another insult. They keep adding more insult to injury, which tells me that they are truly, truly, truly intentional, or they were intentional in regards to what they did. Not only to the child that y'all share, you as well. You catch my drift? They want to come back and talk to you. And please, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, this is not a dig or disrespect. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. But I watch a few other tarot readers or oracle readers. I do have my faves as well. And sometimes I like to listen to the message, just to kind of see what's going on. And dang, I lost my train of thought. Maybe I'm not supposed to say that. Okay. Some don't go as deep as others. That's what I was going to say. Some don't. They'll just say, you have an excess coming back. And I keep hearing that over and over and over. And I'm like, well, what? Well, why? Where? They'll just stay right there. But there's a reason that this ex is wanting to come back, and you need to know. Like, the reason being is because they're trying to flip the script on you once again. They need new information about you to continue the abuse of this child in this current time, space, and time frame right now at 12:23 Central Standard Time. This child is safe, or this child is healthy or getting back to health. They're not in a critical state. They're not in a warning state or anything like that. You know what I mean? But they still will be removed from this home because of there are other things and stipulations that are happening, so everything is just going to come at one point in time, if that makes sense. Okay, like it's just going to be a domino effect. Something else I was going to say. So they want to come back and have a conversation with you because number one, trying to get a rise out of you. They want you to argue and fight with them, and they want you to cause some kind of something towards them, so then they can call the cops and get you back into da-da-da. You know what I mean? So they just can't handle this. I'm trying to figure out how to put in words without I don't know how to put in words how I really want to put in words. Denial. Like they can't believe they're in trouble. They can't believe they did this. Right. Whatever. They're in denial. That all this is catching up to them, all of their hideous charades. Um, it's not a good look for them. Look, it's not a good look for them. Like, no doubt about it. Adversity, no doubt about it. Yeah, they regret it. They failed you and they failed this child or this children. They did. They sure did. Let me see what other, let me see my Kipper. Black women in their cars. And your name is Dirty Vanguard. Man, I'm not even gonna go on you, bruh. Your name is Dirty Vanguard. The same thing you criticizing is the same thing that birthed your dusty ass. Pathetic. Anywho, we got mature man here and main male. So it could be a father, brother, it could be an ex-father, however it resonates, but there are two masculines that were involved. It could be a brother figure, it could be your ex, it could be your father, however it resonates. Message of concern. Yep. They had other connections. Yes, family secret. So your family worked with the family. They did not want this child or children with you. So they worked together behind your back and started swapping information. Yes, they did. That's what they did. So that way you never figure out where it's coming from. Because they would never expect you to not leave your family, if that makes sense. They always thought that you would stick around or you would hang around them. And you may have actually pulled back from your family with your kid or your child or your children. You didn't want them around because you like something off with them. You know what I mean? And they didn't like that. So everybody had their own reason as to why this child should not have been with you. But everybody is going to pay for it, which is not in the way that they anticipate. Just not, okay, they're on a journey. Man, thank you. They're on a journey to bad health, child. They are not you, not this child. They are highly concerned and they're in despair. They're highly concerned and they're in despair for what they've done. They probably rather face 10 lions than face you, child. You give this person the creeps. Your intuition is just, woof. Could be a community of people as well, too, that's very shocked by tarot. People that never watched tarot before, people that never watched oracle before, now becoming believers. I really don't like the word believer, but just saying it for depiction purposes. Like, the truth is what it is, the truth. Like, I have to make you believe the truth, then that's not the truth to me. Like, if the truth is what it is, why do I have to convince you to believe it that it is? If that makes sense, it is what it is. So I just got to say one time only, maybe twice. I'll probably give you twice. And then if you don't believe, that's on you. If you believe, that's on you. If that makes sense, the truth will always set you free. That's why I always say that like that. Yeah, you won't be in poverty. You gonna be cashed out, cash money for the 99 and 2000. That's gonna be you. Yeah, that's gonna be you. You gonna be in some litigations. You're gonna be in some litigations. Okay, Yvonne, whatever you do, boo. Cash money for the 99 and 2000. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to get a message about it. They ain't going to be able to take it. A mature woman is a false person. It could be the mother figure. They could be learning just how deep and far the mother figure have went to get this money. They could be embarrassed by this. This is where the aiding and abetting is coming in. They're in too deep because that's their mom, that's their dad. And they have to kind of like save face for it or for them. It's going to put them in a very compromising position where they can no longer save face because now everyone is seeing just how monstrous this person is. And this person really, truly, truly lied on you just to take your child away, to put them in a very, very, very harsh, vulnerable state. That's really wicked. Really wicked. And then paid other people to throw it so that way they could turn a blind eye to abuse of a child. It's crazy. So crazy. Child, please. Once you back, caught a case. Your ex caught a case of the gift that keeps on giving, and incurable. They're holding a grudge. I know what I'm saying. They're trying to come back towards you to start a fight with you. They're going to come back and tell you what has happened to the child, but they're going to lie about it, spin it, and they're going to say it's your fault, which is not. That's supposed to get you angry and irate, to put you in a position where you're you arguing and fighting with them because they're haunted by your truth. So they're wanting to use this child that they've abused and use that as a form of a gateway to come back in, to have a conversation with you, to put you in a position because they can't really find no dirt on you. So since they can't find no dirt on you and they want you back, they want to sleep with you. Oh, they want to sleep with you. So since they don't have any new information on you, they're digging up dirt, which they didn't find anything. They're holding a grudge against you because you move forward here, and they're wanting to start drama with you because of the things that you are saying to be true. That's why they want to come back. That's why. To put you in a position. They're coming back to impersonate. They're going to embellish and they're going to extend the lie with the child to put you in a frazzled state, or, you know what I mean? Oh my God, what did that? You know what I mean? And then calling, see, we told you, see, you know, no. I'm telling you, bruh, they cyberbullying you because you speaking up, you talking about it, whatever, however way you doing your thing. They trying to cyberbully you. Please keep in mind it's not going to resonate for everybody, okay? All right now. It's not going to resonate. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, they're into you. They're into you. You're not into them. And I'm tough. They are trying to force themselves onto you, but you are uninterested. They're trying to force themselves onto you. You don't want nothing to do with them. They're going to use this child as a scapegoat. Yeah, fake accounts. They're watching you from fake accounts. This is an obsessive lover. The obsessive lover is the ex that you share the child with. Yeah, they're obsessed with you because you have inside scoop as to what they've done to this child. You know what they did, and you're speaking up and out about it. You got photo proof of it. You got photo proof of it. What it say? Child services. What have we been speaking about? They're obsessed over child services, getting involved or learning the real truth. You know what I mean? Like the higher ups or so. It's going to spread. And they use divination. They abused it to keep you at a standstill. I want the next maybe 4 years or so, so many different bills are going to be coming out, laws changing for the better. Watch. Watch. See, they didn't have no facts about you. They had to make something up. But to use this child or to use your child or the child that you share with in a position in that way is very disgusting. Very. So now that you are aware of that, I don't feel like you're going to start to see the timeline shift for the readings, but running is in reverse. They're not going to be running towards you anymore. Yeah, so the readings may start to shift with us. Spiritual hater. They were a spiritual hater. They got hustling and hooked. Yeah, they got hooked on hustling the system and they got caught. They ignored the warning signs. They wanted the clouds or like how you want to be. And I'm talking about the Karmics. They want to be looked at as a certain type of person in society that they got a lot of money and they want to flaunt it, which is weird. Like, whatever. They want people to see them as very wealthy or rich. And how you going to be wealthy and rich, but depending on the government, that just doesn't make sense. And in using the government in expense of the health of a child is crazy. It's just very crazy. You're lying and manipulating things about a child to make them sicker. That's wild. Very wild. Very wild. That's why a lot of changes are going to happen. Yeah, dirty offer was the money that they paid other people, clerk, clergy, whatever, however. So let's say you in court and you file paperwork, you know, like throwing things down, sabotaging things. It's just weird, y'all. To protect what they were doing to the child. That's just so, it's so, crying over you. They're crying over you because they're going to want to talk to you, but now that you know why they want to talk to you, they ain't going to be able to talk to you. Because they wasn't coming back for you. They was coming back for them to see how they could get themselves out of the trouble that they created. Yeah, I told you, you should read. Yeah. Does that say imposter? Oh my God, imposter and greed. Yeah, this imposter is coming back with a greedy mind of the past. I'm telling you, he or she is coming back from the past and trying to trick you. Yes. With bad news. Yes. They want you to be the bad news. Yes. They don't want you to be friendly. They want you to be unfriendly with love. So they want you to get in an argument or a fight with them so they can put you in a position. That's exactly what they're trying to do. I'm telling you, secret. That's what they're trying to do. That's crazy. This person trying to get you caught up. That's what they trying to do. Power is in reverse. It's over. They're being forced for it to be over. A teacher may say something. A teacher could be looking. However it resonates. A teacher may step up. We have wind. Could be an air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Yeah, something with school. A child could go to school or be at school and a teacher may say something or speak up. I'm telling love because of a pattern. So this could be a middle, how do you call it? Adolescent child that's in school and the patterns could be off. This child's pattern could be off and telling the child to keep it quiet or keep it hush, but it's not going to last because the teacher may see something is off or something is wrong and they may say something. This child may miss school. So this could be a student age child from 5 to 15, 16. Yeah, they're not on milk, meaning they're not at that milk stage, like baby bottle stage. They're at they're adolescent, so 5 to 16, 17. What else? Yeah, so scientist is like research, if that makes sense. So the teacher could be doing their research or more research will be put into this, or someone is going to dive deeper and see like something's, you know what I mean? Like something's off, but it's something with the school here. Look, yes. So you may receive a call from a school or from DHS. I'm going to take math at school. The math is mathing. Everything is lining up. Everything is making sense to the best, in the best way possible so you can understand. This is for a child. A child plays with a doll. That makes sense. All right, I wanted to burn some sage. Okay, let's have to burn a little sage. Go ahead and sage thing here. It's dragon blood. This is dragon blood. Okay. All right, let's see. Yep, it's dragon blood. What else, Spirit? Yes, this is school. This is a child age school, or a child that's in school aged. Teacher sees something is off. Yes. Yep. Some kind of pattern. And so it begins. Things are going to be shown. Everybody's going to know. It's going to be a ripple effect. And this child's going to be removed. And then all these other things are coming on in regards to the fraudulent things that they're doing. Everyone is sitting back and just watching. Yep. So this is a child that may ride a school bus. That's a fact. So if you have a child that's a, you know, school age child, then this message is for you. Yeah, talk. It's gonna be in the paper. It's gonna be in every paper. Everybody gonna be talking about it. How can they let this happen? How can they do this? How it's gonna be big controversy. Big controversy. Big. Because all the steps were ignored. All the steps were like, well, whatever, you know, turn the blind eye. And yeah. Your ex and your ex's mother or father, baby. Damn, they won't know what hit them, child. Somebody name could be Juan, Valadez, Tony the Tiger. I'm hearing Vanuatu, Vanuatu, is a country on the opposite side of the world. Someone's name is DJ, Dejane. Someone's name is Velvet. Someone likes Velcro, or you like to use Velcro in your clothing. Someone's name is Fawad, Tiny, Tinka. Someone's name is Todd. Vincent, Vernice. Someone's nickname can be JD. Micah, Mike. Tawan. Oops. Someone's name is Jason, Jeffrey, Jabari, Jasmine, Rice. Someone's nickname is Baby Cakes or Cupcake. I'm hearing the word Mina, M-I-N-A, Mina. Someone's nickname is JB. Kia. You may own a Kia. I'm hearing St. James, St. Joseph. I'm hearing Saint Sergeant. I'm hearing kayak, khaki, Gia with a J, J-I-A, G-I-A. Someone owns a horse. You're buying hay for your horse. Someone's name is Sia or Saya, S-I-A, could be S-Y-A. Someone's name is Robert. Risa, Rika, Rena, Rachel, Ramon, Ramina, Ramona, Jacqueline, Jackie, Jackson. Ooh. Tweety, Twitter. I'm hearing twit, T-W-I-T. Fib is here, F-I-B. Let me pull out what signs are involved. All right, so we have Aquarius, Capricorn, Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini. Let me do two more. Capricorn, strong Capricorn, Scorpio. Okay, so if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Till next time, see you TikTok. All right, bye YouTube.